I arrived in Portland just a few minutes ago and discovered that my hotel was just a couple of blocks from the federal courthouse where all the protests have been. So I came over to check out the graffiti, which is powerful. There's a lot of anger here. And then this cursive yellow graffiti, "Fuck the police," with a couple of hearts. What a beautiful contrast between mood and tone. Probably the most effective graffiti in the whole, all the walls, all four walls of this building. This is one of those very sad stories you see in cities that you can do nothing about. You can't help, you can't offer anything. Nobody leaves an address. They just want to express their truth, their feelings. There's a lot of use of the word fuck in this graffiti, which makes me wonder about it, like how old the people are who are doing it, how angry they are, how they express themselves in their regular lives. I don't know. I just feel a lot here, and then we come to this cage, which is very similar to the federal law wall along the border. It's a double wall, which is more effective, possibly more secure, but it's kind of horrifying that a courthouse, a center of justice in the United States, has to be surrounded by this. And I, from everything I've read, they kind of brought it on themselves. But so I'm walking along, and all of a sudden, George Floyd. I hear this voice behind me, and I'm wondering who the heck is that?
Protests yet?
What do you mean?
Have you actually been down at any of these protests?
I just arrived in Portland just a minute ago, yeah. Have you been coming to them?
Yes, I have.
I'm a writer. I'm working on
You're writing?
working on a book and a documentary going around the U.S. You want to talk for a minute?
Sure.
Love to. Tell me about it.
Honestly, a lot of the aggression and everything that's came out of the protests,
Yeah,
protesters have been caused by them.
by the fence or by them
They
inside?
start tear gassing people for peacefully protesting out here.
Right.
I mean, our mayor has already told us, or has already told them, and that he was pursuing a lawsuit against them.
Yeah, yeah.
There is no reason they're using tear gas against us. We do have the right in our First Amendment rights to protest.
Right.
And the way it's being handled by the feds is not appropriate.
Yeah.
I mean, the only aggression, the aggression is being brought out by them.
Have you been here the whole time?
I've been for the last month.
Last month? Wow. And are the feds still involved?
Right now, they have been informed to protect the building from the
I'm
inside.
bringing
They
a
are
mic.
not allowed to
I'm bringing a mic
come
closer.
out.
Yeah.
They are not allowed to come out of the building and use any sort of tear gas or against us.
Right.
Which, in my opinion, is unnecessary completely. To even have started.
People, hold on a
using tear
second. I
gas.
need to put in another microphone. It's a little complicated for me. I'm not a great technician, you know. Great.
Probably.
Okay,
So
tell me your name. Let's do the
My
whole.
name is Jacob Oberskewitz. I've been coming down to the protest for the last month.
And I got your permission to
Yes,
use this.
yes,
Okay.
you do have my permission
All
to
right.
use this.
You've
I've been
com-
pepper sprayed. I've been shot with rubber bullets. I've been tear gassed. Like, it's unnecessary things that are being used against their own people. There are a few people that are down here for destructive purposes, but most of us down here are here for the purpose of police brutality and the fact that Black Lives Matter and the fact that police target black people.
That's why you came.
Yes, all my friends are black. There's no reason just because I'm white I should be able to walk down the street with a privilege. My friends should be able to walk down the street and have no problem walking down the street and not worry about getting shot by a cop.
Right. Do you think that you're? Are you from Portland?
Yes, I'm born and raised in Portland.
So do you think that what you've been doing has done any good?
I feel like it's done a lot of good, actually. We defunded Portland Police Bureau. $30 million, which in our case it helps, but they're also getting more and more reimbursements with the fact that they're going through more and more training.
Right.
I do not support Portland Police Bureau because I am a victim of police brutality myself.
During the riots or another
not during
time?
the riots, but during other circumstances.
What happened?
That part I'm not really comfortable sharing about my past because it's an abrupt, harsh past.
But you felt you were mistreated by the police?
Oh yes.
Brutalized by the police?
Yeah. I've been beat the shit out of by 6 cops.
Guess what? Me too. When I was 19. It's not a fun thing.
And I also feel like this whole situation with Trump bringing the feds out here is a purpose to keep him in office. Mm-hmm. And what he is doing is not right and is against our constitutional rights.
Well, you know that people on the right think that what you're doing is to keep him out of office, right?
Not necessarily. I do not consider this a riot because most of us
people in them who are more conservative, who support Trump, they think that what you're doing is to get rid of Trump. I think that's the
No. None of this is to get rid of Trump. More of this is to open the eyes of our political situation and have more people realize, hey, maybe we should put our authority figures into more training.
Right.
Get him to understand, hey, just because he's black, you can't shoot him. Right. I mean, he's not doing anything wrong. I just feel like the police mistreat and are more on the racist side and are more supportive over.
But do you belong to any group or anything like that, or are you just an independent operator?
I'm just an independent person.
I come out. Weed or are you smoking?
Nope. This is a
nicotine.
Yep.
I was just curious because I know it's legal here, right?
Yeah. I smoke weed. I'm not gonna lie, but this is not marijuana. I smoke cigarette. I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes.
So what's going on with this call to action? Is this a call to action?
No. This is the beginning. It's early in the night still, so I mean, not everybody's here to protest and everything. The nights I have been down here, there's been at least 10,000 people.
And do you think it'll be like that tonight?
These streets. To be honest, I haven't been down here in like a week.
Yeah.
But
so you don't
I was coming down here, from here, the 2 city blocks was full of people.
Is it kind of like a party, or is it a...
No, it's more of a gathering to get a point across.
Right.
Like, everybody calling it a riot? No.
Yeah.
Maybe 5% of the people here are the ones technically rioting if that's what we want to go into. But most of us are here for a peaceful purpose and to try to get our point across like we have our rights to.
Yeah.
Like,
cool.
I mean...
So how long do you see this going on?
How long do I see it going on? Honestly, here in Portland, I see it going on until there's actually a change made.
So you felt like some changes have been made, but not enough?
Yeah, not enough.
Do you mean nationwide or just Portland?
Nationwide.
Oh, yeah.
We're trying to make a difference nationwide, not just Portland, but all across the country, all across the world.
Right.
Like, all the shit they've done down here, considering the fact they're tear gassing their own people, I mean, you can't technically get away with that.
They're getting away with it.
They're getting away with it because they're using it against their own people.
Yeah. Hey, how about does the virus ever concern you when you're down there?
The virus honestly does not concern me. I feel like there's not actually a virus, that these numbers are being made up.
Oh, you do?
To help Trump's ability to stay in office.
Oh, how would that work?
Because all this whole situation came at the same time. Like, the pandemic hit, and then the protests hit.
Right. Oh, so you think it was a setup?
I feel... Kate Brown also accused Trump of using this to better his re-election. And I do believe that is a strong figure in this point in time.
You're the first person to tell me that. I've heard the opposite.
Yeah, no, Kate Brown is actually going
Who's Kate Brown?
Kate Brown is our governor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she said that?
Yes.
Wow.
She said that she thinks that Trump is using this to better his re-election.
Right.
which is,
Oh, using the
Ted
feds,
Wheeler,
yeah,
then,
for sure.
and then Ted Wheeler's going after Trump, or not after Trump, after Border Patrol and Homeland Security because they are using tear gas for unnecessary purposes, and the tear gas they have been using is expired.
Oh, it's old?
It converts into hydrochloric cyanide.
No kidding. Wow.
No, and that's one of the deadliest poisons on the planet.
So back to that thing with the virus. Do you think the virus is real, but it's not as deadly as it was, or what's your opinion on
So the virus has actually been proven to be more like SARS, which never really hit,
like SARS,
which
yeah.
which never really actually hit the United States or any other country because they condemned it inside of China.
Right.
Back like 4 or 5 years ago. And
so you think that, so basically it's a real thing, but it's been overhyped, and the death rate
yes, I definitely
jacked
feel
up,
like it has been overhyped.
and that is to make chaos so that Trump can get Trump can instigate violence and get reelected.
Yes, I honestly feel that in my strongest words possible.
And where do you get that info on this?
Where do I get that info? I don't get my info from anywhere. I got enough common sense where I can put 2 and 2 together and understand. Where
so
like there's possibilities of this happening. Like I could be completely wrong. It's all my opinion. Everything's all my opinion, but it's when you put the facts into it and when you put the more understanding into it